Let's head back. Let's head and go poop.
We're live now, right?
Hurry up, so
we're live. Hello and welcome to episode 13 of Fanboy 4. This is Fanboy 4, not Same Person Radio. That doesn't exist anymore. That's dead. That died a long time ago. I am one of your hosts, Justin. Joining me as always is Brandon.
Hello.
Steven.
Hello.
And Tony.
Did you say?
Okay.
Oh yeah, I guess. I mean, they can see one of us. They can see one of us stuff.
You still drunk from last time? Jeez. All right, we're here. Last 2 weeks we were on Fridays. We're back at Wednesdays. Those are just because it was E3 special, super duper episodes. So then we knew they were going to be long, and we knew we were going to be up late. So and we all work full-time jobs. So we figured we're working on Friday instead. I don't know. So we're back to Wednesday as usual. Probably going forward. How are you guys?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Tired?
Yeah. All right.
I hear that.
Yeah, I feel tired for no reason.
You know.
Yeah, right?
I mean, I'm not up
there. So today we're just going to basically discuss all the news that we kind of skipped last couple of weeks because obviously we knew we were going to have a big episode. So we just focused solely on E3 and just skip news. So we're going to talk about news today. So
with a Z.
News. So we'll just get right into it. Disney has announced that they are putting all Star Wars story movies on hold, meaning like rumored Boba Fett, Obi-Wan, any solo spin-offs, anything like that. First off, what's your thoughts on them putting all those movies on hold?
Obviously it's because I'm assuming solos might actually lose them money. From what I've been,
which is really unfortunate because I actually really, really liked it. So I don't know.
Yeah, like everyone I talked to says they liked it so far. It's weird.
I thought it was good too. I feel like people go to see it because they expect, like, they're thinking it's going to be like the other Star Wars. Like, people who aren't Star Wars fans go to see it, and then they're like, "Oh, this isn't actually like this doesn't have anything to do with Star Wars." And then tell all their friends, and none of their friends go and see it, and that's kind of what I feel like has happened.
Well, actually, I was going to say I feel like it might be the opposite. Like, it's like a lot of like my coworker, one of my coworkers, he talks about how he doesn't really even like the Star Wars, but like he actually liked that more than like Rogue One and Force Awakens and stuff like that. So I don't know. Maybe it's like the super uber Star Wars fans being little bitches because they didn't want this movie. Really.
I got a hot take. Maybe it's a hot take. I don't know if it's a hot take, but I actually thought
hotcakes.
Hotcakes from McDonald's, delicious.
You wanna
IHOB, exactly. I actually thought both of the movies that fit under this banner, which are Rogue One and Solo, are better than the two mainline ones so far that have come out, Last Jedi and Force Awakens. Like, I like both of those movies better than those, so it's just kind of like, for me, I'm like, that sucks. But
it was. I saw.
Oh, sorry.
Do you have a take, Tony?
He started saying.
I was gonna say, I'm starting to think there's too many damn Star Wars movies, and people are really just don't want to see too many Star Wars movies.
Maybe.
Or people really mostly just care about the trilogy. And people know Han Solo's dead. Sorry to ruin your day. If you have
I mean, yeah, that's a possibility, but I don't know. I feel like, well, I guess maybe that's, I don't know, because like I was gonna say, if that was true, then people would be saying there's too many Marvel movies. But at the same time, I feel like that can kind of pander to a wider variety of people.
Yeah, I would say the one difference with Marvel's kind of like, I don't know. There's just so many different characters and corners of the world for Marvel that they can kind of go to. Like, they can go to the cosmic, and then they go to New York, and then they go here, and they go there, and they can actually kind of like.
Well, with Marvel too, you can watch an individual movie, even if it's a sequel, and like understand what's going on. Whereas if you go to see Solo, you can watch it as being a movie, but if you have no background knowledge of who Solo is or like kind of what that character means or like does, then you're like, oh, this is okay, cool. It's just a guy smuggling some stuff. Like, They turned out to be a good guy. Like,
plus, not to mention I won't, if you didn't see, I don't know if all of us saw it, or if people are watching saw it, but there's a big reveal at the end. That means probably 0 to you if you have not seen another Star Wars movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like that would mean nothing to you. You'd be like, who the hell is that? I don't even know. So I could see people being like, oh, this is probably supposed to mean something, but it means nothing to me. And then being like, oh, the movie was kind of weird.
Well, people go to see it and they're like, oh, I wonder if this guy's going to be in the sequel. And you're like, there's not going to be a sequel.
Right.
It's already out there. Like, there's no Solo 2.
Well, you would think there would be. I mean, like,
or some type of spinoff at least.
Yeah, well, not anymore, but like,
well, maybe that's part of the the ones that everybody and their mother is making. There was a report that said that Jon Favreau, like I think either Jon Favreau said or somebody said about Jon Favreau that the one that he's doing was like getting ready to start production. And that was a couple days ago, but obviously with the news today,
yeah. My guess is that they're going to go back to the drawing board a little bit and just kind of like, I think we shit on DC's movie universe a lot, I feel like, but I feel like DC lately just did this. Like, I think they had like all these ideas, like Marvel or Disney had all these ideas for Star Wars films, and then they kind of like realized like, all right, if we do all of these though, they have to kind of like make sense in canon because we erased all the canon from before we bought it with all like the books and stuff. So like, if we're gonna establish a new canon, let's not go nuts and make a bunch of different movies and have things get all messed up. And I think also obviously Solo sales didn't go as well, so they're probably like, oh, maybe we need to do something different with these movies to make them more marketable or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, it could also be for the other news that Disney boosted their bid to buy Fox today.
That's true. We can talk about that right now. We can just go right into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Comcast is like, yeah, we'll give you $69 million, and they're like, Disney's like, motherfuckers.
Billion.
Yeah, billion. Excuse me. We'll give you $69 billion, and Disney's like, all right, fine, $70 billion. That's our final offer. And the Fox is like, thank God we didn't want to be bought by Comcast.
So it's ridiculous how much money that is.
$71.3 billion is what Disney's bid is.
The crazy thing is, though, is how much money they're going to make from doing this. That's why they're probably like, whatever, sure. Instead of like, because they could have, because I think it was originally Fox said that tomorrow they were having a meeting and going to decide if they were going to take Comcast bid or stick with Disney's. And I think Disney was just like, listen, we have a ton of money. We don't give a fuck. We just want this shit. Like, I think they're already like, not really planning on having it, but I think they're already like expecting to have it. So they're kind of like, all right, whatever. Just give them the money. Let's get this done, kind of thing. And Comcast buzz off, kind of thing.
Yeah, that could have been why they put the Star Wars movies on hold, is because they obviously want to see if Comcast maybe comes through with an even higher bid, and then they have to bid higher. And so they can
put Wolverine in Star Wars. That's why.
I know, right?
What did you say? Logan, a Star Wars story. That would actually be really weird. The Space Stone, Thanos. Luke Skywalker versus Thanos. There you go. That's Avengers 4. There you go. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, Disney throwing out tons of money out, which is pretty nuts. So next thing on our list is that Sony, I don't know why they didn't do this at E3, because it seems like something they could have just announced there. But after E3 announced PlayStation Hits is coming, which is some of PS4's best games for $20, which includes, I'm just going to read the list: Bloodborne, Drive Club, Infamous Second Son, Killzone Shadowfall, Little Big Planet 3, Ratchet & Clank, Last of Us Remastered, Uncharted 4, Battlefield 4, Doom, Project Cars, Street Fighter 5, Yakuza 0, I think, and then Metal Gear Solid 5. My question is, why wasn't Horizon included in this? Because Horizon was just on sale for $20. They could have put it there.
But it wasn't?
No, Horizon's not. And the thing is, it's been on sale for, I feel like, 2 weeks. So I was like, well, I'm surprised they didn't put that in there. And like, I'm surprised they included something like Project Cars. I was kind of like, was that big of a game? I know for people that are like sim racers that have like the seats and everything, like the actual like steering wheels and everything, that was a pretty like very realistic sim. But I don't know. I'm just some of the games I'm here, I'm like, ooh, Battlefield 4. That's an interesting choice.
Like, oh, we have that on EA Access.
Yeah,
the Last of Us and Uncharted, Metal Gear 5, like those obviously are pretty big games to have for $20. Like, I guess the hits, but the other ones, it's like Are they really like hits? Like, is that really what you want to? I don't know. I'm not a PlayStation guy, so I don't.
Also, the other thing is, I wish Uncharted Collection was on here because it'd be nice if you could get both of them for 40, basically, like get the whole series for 40, or even, because you got Last of Us remastered and you got Uncharted 4, but you don't have that one. Was Infamous Second Son? Did you play that, Tony? Was that any good?
Yeah, it's good. It's real good.
Yeah,
I mean, Josh really liked it. Josh really liked it though because he liked the first Infamous.
What it looks like is like most of the launch titles is essentially, or like things we knew from launch.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're gonna launch more later. So
yeah. Exactly. This is the beginning.
Oh, this week here's the next $20. Here's the next greatest hits or whatever.
Yeah.
I want it all right now.
Was a hit.
They're just trying to shut everyone up about Fortnite.
True.
Well, didn't they just release a controller that's supposed to make everyone play better?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, PS4 like released a controller.
They teamed up with Scuff.
Controller.
Yeah, Scuff Vantage it's called. Which is funny because it has the Xbox thumbstick layout. Which I was like, oh, so you're basically admitting your thumbstick.
Wait, that's an Xbox controller. That's literally an Xbox controller.
It's an Xbox
with X square, circle, and triangle on it.
I know. That's what I said too. I was like, wait a minute. You just made an Xbox controller. Are you saying Xbox controller is better? Because
it is.
Hashtag blame Sony.
Hey, you ain't got good games, so you might as well just use the good controller they got.
Oh, damn. All right. Anything more about the hits? Probably not, right?
No.
Hits. All right.
Game Pass. It's all free for $10.
Wait, what?
You know what's funny?
Game Pass. You pay $10 a month, and it's all you get a ton of games for free. But now PlayStation Hits, you have to pay $20 to play one game.
The other thing that was the one game on there that I was like, that's interesting is Metal Gear Solid 5. Because if you had PS Plus or Xbox Gold, you got that game for free at some point. Like a few months ago was PS4, and then I think this month is Metal Gear Solid 5. So they're like, if you missed it, here, give us $20 and you can have it.
Yeah.
Not that they're doing anything wrong. I'm just saying it's just interesting. So comics. He has announced that Tom King will be writing a 7-issue series with art by Clayman called Heroes in Crisis, exploring the psychological effects on DC's heroes and villains' life of violence and the role that Sanctuary plays in the hero community and what happens when it fails. So basically, it's more like a story about all the heroes and like their mental issues. And it's written by Tom King, who obviously writes Batman, Mr. Miracle, wrote Vision for Marvel, a few other things, but those are probably the main things that people know him from. What do you guys think about this kind of interesting? I personally think it's kind of an interesting take that they're going with.
So it's. Sorry, I just wanted some clarification. It's actually about the heroes, like it's Batman's mental health and Superman's mental health.
Superman and Harley Quinn's like very featured on the cover. Like it's just the cover is like all the heroes, and Superman's in the middle holding something. I forgot what he's holding, but yeah, so it's basically all the DC heroes.
I would say like his work and vision probably gives you the best idea of what you could expect from this, probably. Although, I mean, it is kind of weird though, because I mean, like I feel like Batman and Harley Quinn, their mental states are usually a pretty big common topic in their comics already.
Right.
Pretty loopy.
I mean, it could be focusing more on like maybe Superman and Wonder Woman or other people,
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I didn't put the date. I think it starts in September. So that should be interesting.
Interesting idea.
Yeah. I think it'll still be good. I mean, King's a pretty good writer, so
I'm just pissed because now it's another thing I got to get.
I think it'd be pretty cool to have a comic that's not focused on the superheroes, but it's actually focused more on people. Like take some average people from Metropolis and from Gotham City and get their mental state, but then like you see like Batman just did this, and then it's like an old lady. She's like, I can't deal with this shit no more. Like this is like
they kind of have stuff like that. I know they have. I mean, it's not the same, but they have like Gotham Central, where it was just like you following like the police, and the police kind of dealing with some of the supervillains, and like Batman's just kind of he's a random guy that kind of shows up. I mean, it's not the same as like a normal person's like mental state, but you kind of see a normal person.
Yeah, I think something like that with more like normal people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wasn't there supposed to be a Marvel TV show that was supposed to be like a comedy about like the crew that cleans up? Yeah, like they cleans up.
Yeah, there were. It was an I think it was an office of people that worked in Metropolis, I think.
Yeah,
but from what I understand, wasn't terrible. But
it was like Bruce Wayne's cousin or something.
Yeah, that's what it was.
From what I understand, it just didn't go super well. But I feel like I heard something about like that it might be coming back, but on DC's streaming service, or maybe that's just a podcast they were suggesting that should happen. I don't remember, but yeah, it was called. I don't remember what it was called, but I know it had the one guy that plays Abed in Danny Putty, I think or from Community.
Pootie Tang?
Pootie Tang, yeah. Pootie Tang, that's right.
Pootie Tang's in that?
All right, continuing in DC comic news. Geoff Johns is stepping down has stepped down as DC Entertainment President and CCO. Jim Lee is taking his spot as CCO. Johns will now be more focused on creative stuff. He's penning a new Shazam comic series due out this fall, as well as a Three Jokers comic that will be drawn by Jason Fabok. Because if you read Rebirth, or you read, I think there was one other thing where they I think it was Dark Side War. It was established that there's 3 Jokers that are in the universe that are canon. So he's going to finally flesh that out. What? It'll probably be 2 years later by the time, 2.5 years. But yeah. So what do we think about him stepping down? Like, because he was helping with Wonder Woman and a few other movies and stuff, and now he's apparently not. Although I heard he might be doing some Green Lantern movie, but
Wonder Woman is going to be fine and was fine, but all the other ones needed some help. So
I'm curious how much actual input he had to begin with.
Yeah,
like I mean, and then the other thing is like, is Jim replacing him with Jim Lee like any better? Nope. Like. I feel like they kind of need. I mean, I know they're trying to go for the creative side, minded side, but I feel like they kind of need someone that's got some this orientation to them. You know,
Joss Whedon
as well. Like I mean, because like Kevin, what'd you say?
I said Joss Whedon.
Yeah,
Zack Snyder.
No, I mean, like Kevin
Feige,
whatever. Like I mean, obviously he's got some. You know, he's a fan. He's got some creative ideas, but like he's definitely more. I feel like more mindset in
movies,
the movies and the business side. You know, like and like I feel like he's just probably more organized in terms of those kinds of things. Well, I don't know. It just seems like they're focused fully on the creative side. I don't know. I mean, which isn't a bad thing necessarily, but
I feel like the thing with that is that they never got they never made a big picture. Like that, they were too creative to where they try to individualize everything, and but their want was to do this big picture thing, like big universe, but they never actually focused on it. They just focused on each individual.
Basically, the start of that universe was Batman versus Superman, and the end of that story was Justice League. And like after that, it just seems like it's everywhere. Like it's like what?
Yeah.
Because actually, my next story kind of ties into that.
Which I'm kind of fine with that now. Just make everything separate. At this point.
I would be. Yeah, I think what they should do is just do it like basically how their comics are, where it's like, yeah, you can have like characters from this universe mixed with this universe, and maybe you have a movie where they come all together, kind of like what Marvel does with Avengers and stuff, but just make it kind of separate, almost. Just kind of be like, oh, so here's the Gotham universe. These characters are in here, and then you have these people over here, and you have these people over here, and then just kind of like keep it separate until they have to be together, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Just like build it for a while and like actually establish these places and stuff.
Yeah, like I'm fine with them doing something like what you saying, Justin. Like with like they're not DC's doesn't have like an ending, like a finish line they're trying to get to. It's just like, okay, we're doing these stories, and then like, oh, we're gonna do this one random movie, this New God movie, and Darkseid's coming to Earth. Then just happens like, oh, all these characters from all these movies, they're just gonna clash with Darkseid. Like not make it about. Oh, we gotta get to like a dark side. Yeah. It's just like this movie has this big bad villain. He just happens to be coming to Earth, and all these established characters are coming together, kind of thing.
Yeah,
right.
They need to take their animated movies and like do exactly what they do with animated movies and just make them live action.
Yeah,
and don't fuck up anybody's lips.
Just make sure nobody has another movie where they need a mustache.
They showed a picture of the new Wonder Woman photo that came out with her with a mustache.
Yeah,
they're like, man, we gotta CGI this.
She probably still look good too.
Yeah,
you goddamn right.
I mean, we can actually talk about that. Did you? So some Aquaman shots that got revealed and some Wonder Woman shots got revealed. But the one thing about Wonder Woman that got revealed is that was it Steve Trevor?
Yeah,
Steve Trevor. Yes,
that he's in this movie. And this movie takes place after the last movie.
Yeah, it takes place.
This movie takes place in the mid
1984, I believe.
Yeah,
I think it's actually what's called Wonder Woman 84 or whatever. But what do we think about that, and how is that going to go? You think?
He exists in the comics. He exists in the modern world. I mean,
yeah.
I think in the comics, I can't remember. It's like it's either like his grandson or like it is him. I can't remember which one it is.
Yeah,
but they can just say it's like, oh, this is my granddad.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit harder to pull off when you're using the same actor.
I mean, it's Wonder Woman's baby.
You can kind of there's like a little bit of a disbelief, and maybe he doesn't look exactly the same. I don't know.
But I mean, they can do.
I think it's just gonna be a flashback. I think it's either gonna be a flashback or she's gonna have visions.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, it's like it's like her not necessarily her mind playing with herself. It's like almost like her conscious is for Steve, and that's is how she's talking things out.
It's like an imaginary friend almost, but she believes in it. Like she believes it's not imaginary, she believes it's real.
Yeah.
Like he's just like with her, but he's not actually like no one else can see him, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, and then there's the other fact is like there are gods, Greek gods and all this stuff. So maybe there could be some other explanation that we don't know about.
Yeah, I don't know, because then I forget at the end of Wonder Woman, like when she gets the picture from Bruce, she makes it seem like she's never seen him since she's seen that World War I picture.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Then she's like, "Thank you for bringing him back to me," whatever. So she acts like she's never, like she hasn't seen him since then.
I don't know. Well, we'll see how DC pulls it off. They'll pull something off.
Did you see the video that potentially looked like her riding an invisible motorcycle or like the invisible jet?
I did not.
No.
He's literally like sitting there, like hands up, like legs, like she's on a bike, but there's nothing there. She's like on like a wire, and she's just going along the street, and it looks like she's on like either they're gonna CGI a bike in or something, or it's made to look like she's on like she's got an invisible vehicle of some sort.
So
Jesus,
she can't fly in the movies, right? Like she just jumps really, but she can fly in the comics. Currently,
didn't she fly in Justice League?
No, she's never flown.
She like jumps really high, jump like super high.
They
jump back and forth in the car. I think she can fly now, but then like they'll say, "Oh no, she can't fly." But then she can fly. I think in the cartoon she'd be able to fly. I think.
Yeah.
Like in the mod, not like the old timey cartoon. She had the jet, but like in the Batman animated series time period.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she. I'm trying to think if her fly. I don't know. I know in the movie she couldn't fly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought.
She gonna fly.
So actually, while we're still in DC, continuing on, Jared Leto is going to star in a standalone Joker movie. This is not the same as the other Joker movie that's being made. It's an origin film.
Okay, yeah.
Two Joker movies.
That one's still happening?
That one's still happening.
That one's actually starting to film next month.
Yeah. That's the Joaquin Phoenix one, right?
Yeah, Joaquin or Leonardo.
That's the one that's it's probably going to be like a crime mob based
it's supposed to take influences from The Killing Joke. It may even be called The Killing Joke when it's all done, but that's like the whole inspiration of it. And then this is completely separate in the Suicide Squad universe as well.
Okay.
That's basically to establish the character better, which I'm guessing, because I guess Jared Leto's co-producing this. This is probably because he was pissed of all the scenes being cut from Suicide Squad, and they're probably like, "All right, you're right. Let's give you time to actually establish this character."
Yeah, because I mean, this isn't gonna confuse people, like,
right? Exactly.
Why should they come out like a month after each other?
Yeah,
they come out like 2 weeks without each other.
I mean, we just talked about how there are 3 Jokers, so maybe it's just
right. Maybe that's what I'm saying. Maybe when Geoff Johns was in charge, he was like, "Hey, we're gonna do that in the movies too."
Yeah,
if there's 3
Old man Joker.
Old man.
I don't know. I feel like if they can pull this movie off with Jared Leto, they could potentially put him into the next like Batman movies and stuff. Like
that's my guess.
If they can develop the character well enough, they can then proceed to move him into the movie.
That's probably my guess. Is probably the general person. I mean, though I'm very easy to please when it comes to superhero movies. A lot of people thought Suicide Squad was garbage, so I'm guessing.
I liked it.
You're right, and I liked it too. But I think a lot of people thought his Joker wasn't very good. It was definitely they thought it was bad, and I'm guessing that he wants to, this is their idea of like instead of recasting or moving forward, or whatever. This is their idea of like, okay, let's reestablish it. Let's do it over a little bit differently. I don't know if this is an origin film or if it's just continuing, or it's kind of weird having Joker, who's a villain, have a movie of his own kind of thing. I don't know how they're going to pull that off, but I don't know. I guess we'll see.
I'm just going to stick to my theory that Jared Leto's not the real Joker. There was a theory a long time ago that he's not the actual Joker.
That would be cool.
Because in Suicide Squad, Batman doesn't really. It seems like they don't really care about There's no really.
They don't acknowledge him
that
much.
He doesn't really. I don't know. I just didn't feel like there was like you're the Joker. You're the one who killed my Robin.
Right, because they don't really.
Yeah, there's no interaction between them, but I mean,
right. You'd think he'd be a lot more.
Yeah,
we want justice.
Also. I don't actually think this actually may have happened. Maybe that was just a bum article. I thought I saw that Ben Affleck wasn't going to be in the Batman now.
I think that's still just a rumor.
I think it goes back and forth week to week, but
people keep posting about it saying they have sources, but like all it is speculation still.
Right. Okay. I mean, at this point, I feel like if Ben Affleck has any doubts about doing it, I kind of feel like they just need to fix it now while they are kind of like redoing. Like it seems like they're at a point right now where like, okay, well, we're moving on to the next thing now. We did Justice League. Like if they're gonna do something, they need to figure out like now, not wait until they like have a Batman, the Batman movie or whatever, and then recast it. Because like, okay, well, you could have just recast it in the Batman movie, and we could have been like, oh, we're kind of starting new, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they have a fucking clue what they're doing. We still don't have an Aquaman trailer, and the movie comes out in 6 months.
Yeah, but they announced when that's coming out. I think that trailer comes tomorrow.
Yeah, I thought they announced it coming
Yeah,
soon.
they announced when the trailer's dropping. It's like June.
6 months before the movie?
It's Friday. It's Friday. It's June 22nd because it's going to play before Jurassic Park as well. So actually, no, it'd be tomorrow then because tomorrow's when the movie starts playing.
So it's not very.
Tomorrow you'll get an Aquaman trailer, basically. It looks, I don't know, it looks pretty cool from just the stills I saw. It looks like they're actually doing a pretty good job. They actually made his hair like actually more blonde, like Aquaman's hair in the comics more, and they showed some like seahorses, and it's gonna be pretty cool.
It's only be pretty cool because Amber Heard's in it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know. I still feel like it's so weird that Justice League came out last November, and it's gonna be over a year into the next movie. It's like what?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then after that's Wonder Woman, right? But that's not
Wonder Woman
almost another year.
And
if Flash ever gets a director.
Yeah, Flash if it ever gets a director. I think the Batman was supposed to be end of 2019, but maybe that's not true anymore.
We're gonna have Wonder Woman next
year. There's another one.
Which one?
Shazam, I think, comes out next summer. I know Birds of Prey is something that supposedly is happening soon with Harley Quinn and everyone and Batgirl.
I don't have a fucking clue.
But things like we haven't heard any casting news or anything with a lot of these movies, other than Wonder Woman and Shazam. So it's like, where are these coming?
I had a question. So in Suicide Squad, with the scene between Batman and Joker, he said wasn't that a flashback? So Jason hadn't been killed yet.
No, he'd been killed at that point.
Wait, when? Which?
Because that scene is very current. Because
which
Suicide Squad, he captures Harley and she's in jail.
Yeah. Like you talking about the one where they go over the bridge?
I don't know. Ask Josh.
That's relatively current.
Yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah,
because he's old. He's old Batman.
Yeah.
And I think in there that somebody said that Harley's the one who killed Robin, not Joker.
But that's just a theory, right?
No, I think in like the credits, if you look at the credits, like they show like all these. I don't know if it's in the credits or when like they show Harley, they have all these like little things everywhere. If you zoom in, one is like killed Robin or something.
Oh.
There's like a little thing that's murdered Robin.
Oh, you're talking about when they introduced her and they had all the words on the screen?
Yeah. Apparently there was something that was like killed a Robin or something.
That's something good to hide and not make very obvious to people.
I'm pretty sure that's.
I don't know. I'm personally rooting for DC just because to be honest, I feel like they have really good characters and they really can do something really good if they just got to get together.
They have the best characters. The best.
I don't know about that.
The best.
I'm the best, but Very good.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah
know.
they better
Well, I guess
hurry up.
What's Squirrel have to
Disney
do?
Fox, they're gonna be screwed.
They'll be fine.
Who do I have? I have these guys. These little guys right here.
Oh,
So much stuff. Next.
Samsung rejects $539 million Apple settlement and demands a retrial for patent infringement verdict.
What was this news? So they're going to retrial again, and then they're going to pay Samsung, hey, can you make some more screens for us? Make some more LCDs for us, and the world will keep turning.
I just thought it was funny. It was $500 million, and they're like, "Nah, we don't want that."
Mm-hmm.
Nah, try again.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of.
what is the? I haven't really been paying attention to this. What is the patent infringement on?
I have no. I think it's like the facial recognition or the thumbprint scanning.
Oh. Okay.
But I mean,
I don't know. I just looked and was like, whatever.
But it's ridiculous that
I know it
Samsung
is weird that
makes
like
stuff for Apple.
if literally someone stole my house and everything in it and was like, "Here, I'll give you 539 billion." My bad. I'd be like, "Okay, cool." Really stole everything, like my identity and everything. I'd just be like, "Sure, go ahead, take it." It's not that much anyway.
I'll just buy a new one.
Right? Like $539 billion. Like that's like $1 million. That's a fucking ton of money. Like, no, we're gonna take Apple down. We want them gone.
But they literally make so much money from Apple just by selling them their screens, Samsung screens. I think they sent these panels are Samsung. Like this is a Samsung screen. I think the battery, something else is Samsung. Oh, the chip is.
I think the screens and the batteries are Samsung.
Yeah,
That's what Tony just said.
No, I know. Well, he said. I was
chip
confirming.
Oh, okay.
I think not the newer phones, but I think maybe the 6S and below. The chip, half of the chips were Samsung, and the other half was like another company.
Yeah,
So like,
Qualcomm maybe.
Still get money from that. I mean,
Weird.
Yeah. So Samsung projecting $539 million. Last thing we have. What was
Never
that?
mind. Go ahead.
I edited it.
Oh, okay.
Would you edit?
Though some of the words came out wrong.
Okay, I'll just.
It's fine now, I think.
I don't know what that means. Maybe I think. Hold on. Let me back out. Go back in.
I mean, you don't have to edit. I mean, we know what you're about to talk about.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to read what it says, and then you can tell me what that means. Paramount to create a third Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie, while China's is more likely to be a reboot than a sequel.
Yep, I don't know how the fuck that came out. So
Yeah, I was so confused when I was reading that. I was like, where did China
I don't know
come
how
from?
it auto-corrected to China. But
China's who?
no, basically, the new TMNT movie that Paramount is going to be creating is more of a reboot than a sequel.
I like it.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that actually. Like,
But apparently, Michael Bay's still going to be a producer.
Well, I mean, he can produce it. Just don't let him have input.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Can that happen?
The DC movies now.
yeah.
You know,
Right.
you don't see any.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm okay with it. Like, maybe start with a different villain this time. So, I mean, I don't know, make him a little bit smaller.
I didn't actually
About
see
it.
the second one.
I didn't.
Yeah, I haven't either actually.
Yeah.
I saw the first. I said this is all right, and then the second came out, and I was like, "Oh, I'll see it when it comes later."
Yeah.
It's like I watch it when it comes to Netflix, and this shit has been on Netflix and Amazon for a while, and I haven't.
Oh, I didn't even know it actually came to Netflix.
I'm pretty sure it's been on Netflix.
Oh.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just give me the old Turtle movies. Although it wasn't really recent. It's probably like a year ago. I watched the third one over again. Yoshi. And I just really watched it. I'm like, this, and I apologize if you enjoy this movie. But I watched it and said this movie is garbage. Like the third TMT.
So
I'm like, wait a minute. When I used to watch this movie like weekly when I was at that age when it came out, and I'm like,
Mhm.
how did I watch this? This is garbage. Yoshi!
Yeah,
Yoshi!
like literally, Raphael and Leonardo never actually fight with their swords. Like Leo uses his swords once, and that's to cut some guy's hair at the end.
Yes, yep.
Yeah, that's literally the only time he actually uses his swords. It's awful. It's so bad.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah. No, I what about the Bumble? You guys see the Bumblebee trailer?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did. I actually liked it.
Looks like
There was a little bit of frisson watching that.
Yeah.
Fresh. Bumblebee.
Because it hit kind of the first from the first Transformers.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
For me.
definitely. It was definitely
Which
more
was the best
personal.
one, I feel like.
Personal. And
And then the other thing I saw was that if that movie, depending on how that movie does, they might do a Optimus Prime spinoff as well.
yeah, I did see that as well.
So
I mean,
I don't know.
would that be a prequel as well, or just?
I think it would be, but I'm not 100% sure.
Wait, but that wouldn't make any sense because doesn't he come to Earth? Wait, when is he on Earth?
Yeah, he comes to Earth in the first one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe not.
It's
then.
just Bumblebee there.
Yeah, he's done.
And then he calls them all, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because I haven't seen any of them after I think 2 or maybe 3.
Beast Wars prequel.
That'd be awesome, actually.
That would actually be okay.
Wait, but is Beast Wars
It's in the past.
It is
Because they the Autobots crash here. Because at one point the Autobots crash here and they're like in stasis or whatever.
I thought it was supposed to be a dystopian future. Because how does that explain Beast, like the sequel series, Beast, whatever it is?
Because they go into space. I thought they go back into space. I don't
Is
remember.
it?
I never finished all that when they go back to Cybertron and all that stuff. I'm like,
I don't know.
Yeah, because like it's all the Autobots like still sleeping. They get into like the spaceship. Yeah. They're all like sleeping or whatever.
Yeah, make Megatron a dragon. Oh no, T-Rex first, sorry, and then a dragon.
How about they just start coming out with their own original content and stop fucking rebooting everything?
Yeah,
I know it's like something doesn't go as well as they want, like, or it goes good at first and then starts to like not do as good, and also they're just like start it over.
Yep.
Like let's restart it.
Reboot the reboot.
Reboot it.
Um,
I like how we just said make your own thing, but yet we're talking about Marvel, DC, Star Wars.
yeah,
right.
Oh,
I didn't write this one down, but I will ask you guys. 'Cause I'm just curious what your thoughts would be. So today was X-Men. Well, actually, for one thing, X-Men Gold and Blue. I think we've talked about it a few times. Is that we kind of felt there's way too many X-Men series, and X-Men Gold and Blue is ending in September. Actually,
Yay!
So X-Men Red, Astonishing X-Men, Weapon X. I think that's it. I think. Oh, they announced a new one today. I won't say it in case it's a spoiler. But
End it all.
oh, and then actually X-Men Extermination is like a event, X-Men event that's happening. I think that's why those two are ending, Gold and Blue, because I think the people because Blue is about the time displaced X-Men from basically like the 50s or 60s or whatever. I'm thinking that either they're going to be gone or they're going to be sent back to their time, and that's why Blue is probably ending, and Gold is probably ending because they're probably going to roll it into something else. But anyways, so those are ending, but today was X-Men Gold 30, which was the special issue because it was the wedding of Kitty Pryde and Colossus. But I don't know if you saw this. Marvel yesterday spoiled the ending on purpose to announce something else.
Yeah, I didn't even see it. So
New York
well,
Post.
I feel like they do that a lot.
I don't know why, because the twist that they have is actually like, oh, wasn't expecting that, but they spoiled their twist. Like, what do you think about Marvel? I won't tell you what it is in case you don't want to know when you read X-Men Gold, but like they spoiled their own ending twist for something that wasn't even out yet. Like, I don't get why they wouldn't have waited like a couple days after today when the issue came out to be like, okay, so now that you know that happened, you had a couple days, we're announcing this because this happened, kind of thing. Like, I don't know why they would have spoiled it. It's just a weird thing because there's been an issue on like the solicitations. It was just called X Classified. So basically, you had to order it and hope to God it wasn't something garbage because they didn't tell you what it was. But what it is I guess I could tell you. It's something called. It's basically another Rogue and Gambit comic. but there's a reason why it's a Rogue and Gambit comic. But basically, they spoiled the ending to Gold, the wedding, to reveal that. So it's like, I don't know, it's a really.
I saw a headline, and I saw a headline. I feel like I already just know what I just saw.
Yeah, because like I clicked it, I was like, "What do you mean they spoiled it?" And then like I read like the first few sentences. I'm like, "Justin, stop! You're gonna get this tomorrow, and you can read it tomorrow, and then you can read this article." And then I scrolled just a little bit long, and I'm like, "Fuck! Now I know."
Yep.
Yeah, like can I just say the headline?
Yes.
And I just like from what you just said to say I do in X-Men Gold, but not the pair fans were expecting.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
So
mean
basically-
not the pair that's on the fucking cover of the
Right.
of the
So they basically revealed,
Monomi?
like, oh, those two are probably getting married. That's because that was the same article. Those two probably aren't getting married, and someone else is. It's just like, well, I don't know. It just seems like, why would you spoil that the day before the issue comes out? It's just kind of a weird.
Yeah.
Who? That's not the wedding anybody cares about, anyways. Who cares?
True.
There's only one.
The
Couple.
one
Oh.
that is. Yeah. So.
Oh, speaking of X-Men, did you guys see Wolverine supposedly has a new power?
Yeah. What was it though? It was
Like
in,
so his
Negotiations.
no, his apparently his claws can heat up now.
Yep. Yes, that's what it was. I forgot what was that. That was in.
So he's got that heat.
I think that's in Hunter Wolverine or whatever, that thing that they're doing right now.
Wait,
So he's gonna
can
he
he?
cauterize stuff as he cuts it?
Yeah. Because
You know what?
basically like a lightsaber now. Like his claws are lightsabers now.
Yeah.
Maybe they are trying to bring him to Star Wars,
But see, the thing is,
It all comes full circle.
right?
from what I understand, though, he's going to have less of like an X-Men interaction and more of a cosmic interaction with all the Infinity War stuff going on right now, or
Yeah,
Infinity Wars stuff that's going on right now.
Or a
So,
gem.
yeah, exactly. So my guess is that's probably why, but I don't know. Actually, I'm like 2 weeks behind on my Infinity War stuff, but
Yeah, well, I'm
So I
like
don't
6
actually
months
know.
behind, so we're all right.
Steven, do you read X-Men Gold? You just read Blue, right?
I have gold. I have not started gold yet.
Okay, but
I collect them all.
I collect them, all right? I collect comics and occasionally read.
Yeah.
Would you like to look at them? Don't take them out of their sleeves.
Don't touch them.
Do not touch them. You can look. Look with your eyes, not with your hands. But yeah, so that's all we have for news, unless you guys got anything else.
Space Force.
Space Force. Joining the Space Force.
Christ.
All right, well, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if you guys saw the trailer for How to Train Your Dragon 3.
That was awesome.
Yes, but all I want to say is Infinity War took Spider-Man. That's taking Cade. I swear to God, if they take Toothless or Hiccup from me, I'm starting a riot.
Burning that shit
They're
down.
taking it all.
I don't think I could see them taking you just said his name. I can't think of it.
Hiccup.
Hiccup. Yeah, I almost call him Toothpick.
Jail name, his prison name.
Right. Yeah, I have a feeling Hiccup will be the one to
I don't know. We'll see. I hope not, but I have a feeling it's more so just them gonna be parting from each other than them anyone actually
Yeah.
dying.
yeah. Toothless and Brawless will be going to
Brawless.
will be going off together. I think that's it.
Yep.
I ain't got nothing else.
All right. And we got 2 viewers on YouTube. They're probably us, but
Yeah.
One was Tony.
It was me for a second.
oh, so it is us. God,
Brent did check it out for a second.
For a second.
I saw this isn't really news. I'm just gonna drop this line real quick. I saw today that I forget if it was Twitch that announced it or if someone else did, but at any given time there are 3,000 streams on Twitch that have 0 viewers. And I'm like, oh, so anytime I stream.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But at any given time, there's 3,000 streams with 0 viewers. So that just shows you like you're either the 3,000 or you're not the 3,000 when it comes to streaming. But so yeah, my life as a streamer is not going to work out. Apparently, is basically what I'm saying.
Yep.
All right, so wrap it up. hey, so the last 2 episodes were super long. This one will be super short. No big deal. I am rude because I'm going to put my information first. I'm Leviathan426. Galvanator 93 is Galvanator 93.
G93.
Got it.
God. I can remember to turn off
the internet break now.
Yes.
Tony is at Tony Brown on Twitter, and Brandon is Red03BMC. He doesn't really go on it often, so don't be surprised if you say something to him. You're not. No one's going to say anything to any of us, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, so and then we are Fanboy4 Pod on Twitter. Facebook, you just obviously look up Fanboy4. We should be the first result, I believe. Although if you're watching this, you probably already know that because that's probably where you're watching. Because we have 2 viewers on YouTube, and I think they're both us. So you're probably watching on Facebook.
I'm watching now. It might.
Actually, it might because you've been off for a while and so says too. So if you're a viewer, hello, welcome, and goodbye because we're at the end. Go back and rewind. Go watch our other episodes. Share them with your friends. Tony also does Super Game Brews. Brews is like beer, BREWS. Do not put something else. It won't be right. Super Game Brews, he does basically, it's a Let's Play series where they drink. Is it just one different beer each time, or you just drink beer in general now?
Different beer each episode.
Yeah, different beer each episode. That's what I thought.
Which if you know our production schedule, it gets a little rough near the end. Near a couple episodes in. We have a pretty unique idea where we're planning soon. I'll tell you guys off the air. It's going to be pretty cool.
It's gonna be lit, huh?
It's gonna be lit.
It'll be lit, fam.
It might be a 1 episode recording session.
Ooh, interesting. And I do a video blog. It's commonly known as a vlog every once in a while, called Leveled Up, but it's spelled LEVLDUP, and that's the same thing on Twitter.
Hi, CUP.
I haven't made anything for a week, so it's just gonna be a thing where I periodically, if I have something I want to talk about, I will do. But so you follow it so you don't miss it, or don't follow it. Whatever, it's your choice. I'd rather you follow this Fanboy4 because we do this every week, and it'd be nice to know that someone's watching.
Other than Josh.
And then Tony uses Instagram more than Twitter, so it is Omega Sanction _.
God damn right.
And not the word underscore, the symbol underscore.
Omega Sanction _ spelled out all the way.
No, not all the way except for the underscore.
Spelled the way it sounds.
Spelled the way it's and that's amore. When the moon sits your eyes like a big pizza pie. That's Fanboy4.
That's a foray.
That's Fanboy4.
Bye.
Right. Thanks for watching.
Peace.